Ghis, a poet from the Rift Plain Pyra during the Great War. To those with a broken heart, and whose grief will not turn from them. This is a compilation of his poems.
Greetings, to those whose hearts are broken, and who have survived to see the end of the Great War. This is for you. Some have lost their homes, and some have lost their loved ones. Do not think I have no experience in such matters, as I have a plethora of sorrows to share with you. I will bear my heart on my sleeve, and I will expose the dark clouds of my soul. The war was coming to its end at the time of my youth. That was when the war was at its peak. The cities around my town were burned down, and even my own family was taken from me. My father, who was at first a great man who followed the light, fell to the darkness, and he was killed in combat. My mother worked alongside Miranda, and she lost her life as well, while she was healing the injured during battle. With my brothers and sisters also gone, I was left alone to wallow in misery. But there was always Atha, the girl I loved, who was there by my side, who encouraged my weary heart. But no good thing will ever last. Here now are the things which I wrote after she died. Chapter 1. She was like an angel, so beautiful and full of love. She showed that love to all save one. I fell deeply in love with her, yet she didn't catch my fall. We shared the days of our youth together, but she only saw me as one of the other boys. Oh, Atha, I love you, but why don't you love me? I would give everything to have you back even for one day. She was taken by a fatal illness. Her life was taken from her, and she was taken from me. My heart fell to pieces, and I had neither the strength nor the wisdom to find them all, or to put them back together again. And the love of my life, who never loved me in return, in her last dying breath said unto me, just when I had begun to feel the same way, forever those words will haunt me. Love is a withering rose, and when it dies, only the thorns remain. Its beauty and pleasing aroma are a lure, a harbinger of pain. Then why should I worry or be sorrowful? If love is painful, then I should be glad I have never received it. Love entices the heart, just to destroy it. Therefore, they say, see to it that no one falls in love, that they may not experience unrequited love. Unrequited love is the root of my fear. So tightly anchored in the ground it is that no one can pull it out with strength alone. Truly this life is despair. The fruits of my labor are in vain, and I am cursed to walk alone all the days of my life. I lie awake till midnight, and my heart loses its pace. Every thought and emotion from the abyss of my heart rises up, and I cannot find rest. I seek death, yet I fear it. I am a coward above all cowards, and am one to be pitied most, for I have no meaning in this world, and I seek always the easiest path. If I were born an Ion, surely, I would have had better fortune in life. Nevertheless, fortune is a mere construct, and cannot be measured. I must constantly fight against the darkness growing inside my heart. If I fail to suppress it even for a day, then it will take over, and I will have fallen into the darkness fully. For the darkness makes its bed in the hearts of both depraved and despairing men alike. One may seek the darkness and be filled with it, while another may seek the light, yet be filled with the darkness because of their broken heart. So I warn those with broken hearts, that you do not fall to the darkness, like so many do because of the temptation. When the urge to let go of the light because of your suffering grows stronger, then fight against it with all your might, through prayers to Toniel, the precursor of light himself. And if you cannot find the strength to carry on, allow the darkness to fill your soul, and you will suffer the wrath of Havan. My heart is constantly troubled within me. At night as I lie down to rest, my heart will not allow it. Tears flood out of the doors of my eyes, and I lose all hope. Everything is gray, and the world is dark. There is no color in the world, for everything is vanity. The shadow of fear is ever before me. Have I lost my mind? Surely, I know in my mind that nothing good exists in this world, yet my heart continues to search for it in desperation. The darkness encompasses my soul, and I feel its breath. Where will I go when the dust is settled? Have I a place to call my own? Just a single ray of light, and I would flee to it. But I have found nothing good in this world, nor will I ever find it. Love is a lie. I cannot find something if it was never there in the beginning. Sure, I see it with others, but I know it doesn't belong to me. It never will belong with me. With the ink of this pen I cannot fully express the sorrow within my being. It eats away at my flesh, and rips apart my soul. My spirit is drained from my body, and I am left to survive in a cold world. Cursed be the impure ones of the primitive age, who spoiled the good world the Creator had given us. But man sought his own desires, and the darkness entered the world. Now I am left to suffer the foolishness of the men of old. Chapter 2. Oh, how I long for you! Oh, how my soul wanders the valley! Searching through the clefts of the rocks, there is no sign of you. My soul thirsts for your love. They devoured our homes with flames and hatred. With lust for destruction did they pillage our homeland. They should have taken me with them as well. They should have ended my life along with my family's. But they left me under the rubble, and their ions walked above the ruins thereof. And they let me survive, an outcome I never wished for. And Atha, my love, you left me as well. How can these things be? Their filth contaminated her, and she died because of it. Why could I not have died at her side? I cursed the day I was conceived, the day my mother said, "Behold, I am with child." Curse that day forever. My heart is drunk with sorrow. How can I use mere words to express something like this? Some mornings I don't want to open my eyes. When the light returns to the sky after its cycle, I wish I weren't there to perceive the new day. When will this fear cease its invasion, my soul? Lord Toniel, King of Amnia, when will you deliver me from this darkness? Or will you just leave me to my own devices? Why must this sorrow imprison my heart, behind bars of steel? I grab a hold of the bars, and I try to claw my way out. How can I escape this misery? Will it follow me all the days of my life? My ankles are anchored to the bottom of the bottomless sea. The abyss wraps its claws around my throat to suffocate me. The evil creatures of the depths whisper and scream evil things in my ears. Truly, I have no place above the surface of the waters, where the light shines upon everything, and the bitter loneliness of darkness does not exist. But my soul is in torment in these black flames, and my heart doth not comprehend the pain it receives. Countless years have I walked this lonely path. And this path was not the one I chose. No, but it seems as though it was my fate to never be loved. For I give all the love I have to them, but they never do the same. The years of my life have been brutal on me. And never have I found someone who would love me. So it has been all my life, so it will be all my life. I can see it now. When I'm lying on my deathbed, I'll be alone still. And when I say goodbye, who will be there to hear me? Chapter 3. The elders of the town all come to sit with me. Each day, they try to teach me joy. But it seems that they cannot understand. A heart seared with the iron of despair cannot be repaired. Though many may try, saying, "You are at fault for forsaking joy," they cannot change the heart that is broken. Let scars be scars, and mere cuts be treated as such. Heavens have mercy upon me, for my soul doth writhe in pain so desperately. Sorrow is my only friend, and it is my only comfort in the darkness. I should have known better than for this to happen, but I let my heart guide me. Every question I asked in vain, every intricate thought, it was all in vain. I have wasted my time chasing love, lo, a love I can never attain. With my whole heart I have loved her, and that love has left me behind in the darkness. My heart has been robbed of its joy, and I cannot get it back. I'm clinging on for dear life. My soul knows not true happiness. Tell me what it was all worth. The skin of my face is wrinkled from the endless cascades of tears my eyes pour forth every night and day. Will loneliness haunt me all the days of my aimless life? Oh, how it haunts, tormenting my soul without end. Deeply disturbed is my heart, and my mind cannot fathom its pangs. The despair causes my very bones to rot. Chapter 4. Power lies in the grip of evil. Those whose hearts were stolen, whose hearts were possessed by the beast, they are to be pitied above all. Their hearts were not strong enough to resist. Whatever they laid their eyes upon, that they sought to destroy. The darkness crept into their souls. They gave way to meaningless calamity. How many of them could have had the strength to resist? Hope fled from all the nations. Their strong feet grew weary. They stomped over the souls of the innocent. With needless rage did they trample placid sanctuaries. Where there was ever love or hope in a place, they pillaged it. Despair was made king over the nations. They were dragged off by their wrists. Their people were oppressed and beaten, and they gave to others what they themselves had tasted. Their anguish, death, suffering, and their despair, they shared it with their neighbors. How could it have happened? Who can fathom it? How the precursors themselves could do this? It is good that the traitor among them was cursed. He has been set apart from the others. He is one not to be trusted. He who holds his medallion is foolish, he who prays to him is mistaken.